Hello and good evening and welcome to I'm a Wargamer. I was kindly nominated by Blood and Painting, so thank you for the nomination and the kind words. So it's very difficult, it's strange being in front of the camera rather than behind it. We'll see how we get on with this video. So how did I get into wargaming? Well, I've always had a bit of always enjoyed sort of painting plastic figures as a kid. So I painted 132 Airfix and the dreaded 1/72 miniatures. So I did that, and then I didn't really do anything in my teens, and then I was at university with my now wife, who was studying at Brunel University, and I was working at Kingston. And I used to walk past the Games Workshop in Kingston pretty much every day. And one day I went in there to sort of have a look around, and sort of was quite fascinated by the miniature painting that was in the cabinets. So I said to the guy in the shop, how do you do this? And he said, well, I'll show you. So I had a bit of a tutorial. I thought I could do that. So I bought a box of Space Marines and I think a Space Marine captain that I've still got somewhere kicking around, because I'd always sort of, even through school, in the school library, they'd had the White Dwarf magazines, and at lunchtime we used to go in and look at the White Dwarfs with the old beaky Space Marines, and but didn't sort of take it any further than that, but just interested in the whole science fiction idea of Space Marines running around and orcs and all the other nonsense comes with it. So it wasn't until later on that I sort of did a bit of painting. They weren't disastrous, but it's not. You build your skill levels up and go from there. So it then drifted into 40k. Moved back to Cornwall, and I used to go to the Games Workshop in Truro and Plymouth, and made a few friends there, and sort of played a few games with Space Marines and bits and pieces. And then a mate of mine, Chris Ely, and if you're watching this, Chris, hope you're all right, bud. He got me into Wargaming Fantasy and Blood Bowl. So for those of you who don't know, Blood Bowl was a bit like American football but set in the fantasy world, and I really quite enjoy playing that, to be honest. It's a bit of a it's like chess, but you're playing with like footballers, and it's quite a good game. I've never won a game in my life, but I have got quite a few teams, sort of in various states of painting. So I might do a feature once I've sort of got rid of the SAS and the Big Red One army. I might just do a few Blood Bowl teams and see if there's any interest in that. Then I went to the Plymouth Wargaming Association's annual sort of event, and they had some various different games going on with historicals, and I always fancied doing Napoleonics or and some ancients. So I went onto YouTube, as you do, had a look, and there was a lot of YouTube channels that were painting various Napoleonics. So there was Liberator, Von Ketteringham, Leon T66, Pancake. I used to watch their videos, and I really sort of enjoyed them, and I thought, well, I would like to have a go at that, and it'd be a good way of just sort of documenting my figures and what I've been doing with them. So I think I started doing a few bits and pieces. We used to play. I used to play the West Wind Miniatures Secrets of the Third Reich, and I had a few Second World War figures, and which was Weird War. And so then they started talking about this game called Bolt Action. So I did a bit of research on the internet, and came across quite a few wargamers that were into Bolt Action. So I started picking and playing a German army, because I had quite a few Germans from my Weird War, and so that sort of expanded into Bolt Action. So I guess a game or a sort of a period of history that I really enjoy. And I bought a box of the Victrix French, and I just didn't really know much about Napoleonics, to be honest. And I put them in the garage, and then I was watching some YouTube videos one night, and I thought, you know, I've really fancied having a go at Napoleonics, and sort of got hooked on that. I read quite a few books on the period. I read a really good book on the Battle of Waterloo, which sort of ran it over the course of the few days that it occurred, and I really got enthralled by the Brits and the French, and some of the little battles that went on around around the actual field of Waterloo, and like Le Haine Saint, and sort of then branched out and watched a bit more YouTube and got a bit more idea of the history, etc., etc. So, but my main love is the Second World War period. So, at the moment, the SAS and the Big Red One are really great. I'm really enjoying doing those, which I think is why they're coming on so quickly, because I'm enjoying painting them. The 1/72 that I was doing, well, I'd sort of sit down in the evening and think, oh, I should paint these rather than I want to, and so I had to get a break for them then. So I've got to go back and finish them off, and whether they get moved on to eBay or whether they end up, I don't know, but that's another day. So how did I get onto YouTube? Well, again, just watching the guys who I'm now part of their community, which is really great. And I will just say that you know, the support you get from the community is a bit is really good. You know, I'd quite often yap to Leon, Grand Prix Joe, and Justin, and Paul Bacchus, and a few others, to name a few, on various different things. And it's just quite nice to meet people from different parts of the UK and different parts of the world. So that's always a bit of a bonus. So I sort of got into YouTube because I thought, you know, I wanted to document my figures, and sort of it keeps me going with projects. So if I say, oh, I'm going to do this, then I'll go and do it. Otherwise, I might think, well, I'll just go and find something else to paint. And I have lots of unfinished projects, so it's nice to sort of go through. Where do I see the channel in 5 years? Well, pretty much as it is. I've got no ambition to, be a YouTube superstar. I've got no ambition for that. I'm quite happy making my videos, interacting with the community, and just enjoying my painting, enjoying watching, and you know, meeting people from around the community. It'd be really nice to go to Saloon next year and meet a few of the guys face to face and have a pint with them. That would be really cool, and hopefully that can happen. So I've got to nominate 3 people now. Wow, that's going to be difficult because lots of people have done this already. So I'm going to just say, if you haven't done it, I'm going to nominate you, because there are so many people on the community that you know, we may not know about. And I know that there was the Wargaming Anonymous challenge for July, where you had to do a command figure, and there was lots of channels that I'd never heard of. Suddenly we're producing these command figures, and I thought, you know, they're brilliant. So I've subscribed to them, and I'm enjoying their content. So if you haven't done a video, then this is your challenge. Go and make a video. Let the community see who you are, and it's been strange, and I look forward to being back behind the camera on the next one. So actually, I will nominate somebody, because I don't think they've done one. I'm going to nominate Michelangelo, who does the 1/72 figures. They're cool. I don't know if Marksman Gaming has done one, so I might nominate Marksman Gaming as well, Gary. He also does 1/72, and the figures are really, really good. So his beard is getting bushier, and if you haven't seen that video, all those videos, go and check them out. And just anybody else who wants to make a video, just crack on. And there we go. So it's been a bit of a ramble. I've done 10 minutes, so I think I've got to go and make some cup of tea in a minute and sort of wipe out. and then I'll catch you on the next one. So thanks for watching, guys, and stay safe.